Hey team, welcome back to my channel. Let's solve another HackerRank problem. This is draw the triangle. Now the triangle is a series of asterisks. Notice it begins with this 1, 2. Our goal is to get all the way down to 20. How can we write a SQL statement to solve that problem? Let's begin. In my first example, I'm going to be using a master table dbo.spt_values. Now notice here I'm getting the top 21 numbers and then star. It has more columns where type equals P. Let's execute that and see the data. You can see in the number column, the numbers go from 0 to 20. So that is how I'm getting the list of numbers that I'm going to need to solve this problem. So in our first example, we're going to declare a num of type integer and say 20. Then I'm going to use the function replicate, and I'm going to replicate this pattern number. Well, you know where that comes from now, and I'm going to alias that as pattern. Now from that table where type is P, well, you saw I do that same SQL statement up here, and number between 1 and whatever that number is I'm sending in, so 1 and 20. So when I execute this statement, there's our output, 1 to 20. In our second statement, notice we're using replicate again, and then for instead of number, I have this function in here where we're saying row number. Remember, row number only just gives me a unique number of the output. So here I'm just selecting from that table called master DBO SPT values. Let's go ahead and execute this and see what happens. Notice the same output. Now let's change it up quite a bit. Let us take a look at the last SQL statement. Notice here I declare num as 20, and then I have my CTE. Now, a CTE is nothing more than a record set that stays in memory during this execution. When this execution is done, that record set goes away. Now, this record set behaves like a table, so you'll be able to access its members via, dot notation, table name, dot, column name. You get it, CTE. Now, this is a special CTE. Notice that we're going to say union all. So here you see I say select one as number, union all, and then I have a recursive function. Now, notice here I'm going to call this recursive CTE again with this number, as long as number is less than num. So it got set to 1 here, stays in this little loop until we're done. If you don't put this clause in there, this could run forever, so be very careful with this. Now, once this CTE is built, notice that I'm going to use that in this from number sequence CTE. Let's go ahead and execute this, run it, and look at our output. Notice it's the same as our previous statements. And there you have it.